Welcome back, everyone. We're here with ATX VGC Monday Night Friendlies. My name is Gemma, and tonight we're going to be featuring three best of threes on our channel, like we do every Monday night. And I'm joined by my lovely co-host. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Nibs Plays Games. I guess I'll start off. How are you guys tonight?
I'm Rollercoaster, and I did not sleep any last night, so I'm hanging by a thread right now, team.
We hope that we can get you some coffee before like last week.
Well, I'm Chase, or Tanky VGC, and I'm excited for tonight.
Yeah, super exciting. So this is also our affiliate celebration stream. We figured out the last step this afternoon. It was dumb, and I just didn't. I put an abbreviation for street on an address, and that held us up by 2.5 weeks. But we're here, we have it, we're super excited. So I want to first off go ahead and say thank you to all of the people who have subscribed. We have got Nibs Plays Games, thanks for subbing Nibs, Tiki VGC, Maggie M with the Prime subscription, and then we got a couple others coming in. It looks like Woke Flossie coming through with a Prime subscription as well. Thank you so much for that, Amy. She launched a firework emote in the channel.
This
is awesome.
That's so
really
cool.
Yeah.
This is incredible. I'm super excited. So thanks everyone for all the support. Tonight we only have 3 battles. We had one person that had to drop kind of last minute, but we are still gonna have 3 super exciting battles. We're gonna have 1 best of 3 that is Series 6, followed by 2 best of 3s that are Series 5. So in our first game, we're going to have our very own Nibs playing against Adam Santacos. In the second matchup, we are going to have Sir Wilson taking on a new battler tonight in Guzman24. And then in the final game of the night, we're going to have Charisma versus Tigers. I know that's a rematch, but super excited to see how that plays out again. I think last time it was Series 6, so this should be a Series 5 battle. So really excited to go ahead and get started. If y'all give us just 1 sec, we're going to switch all of our cameras around and make sure that we get everything, and we'll get rolling with the first best of 3.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to our third set of the evening after our first 2 battles happened to go to game 3. Pretty crazy. Something we're seeing pretty common here, Rollercoaster. What do you think?
I think, yeah, maybe we're all getting better as players. Maybe we're all just stalling games more. Who knows? I would like to say, this is something we talked about while off air. The official stance of ATX VGC is that Centiskorch is the best Gmax Pokemon. We all agreed on that. Chase
I am
especially.
Fully behind it, and not far behind Centiskorch is probably Lapras. All other Pokemon should probably just play in the lower
Ignore
tier.
those messages in the chat. We all love Centiskorch here. This is a Centiskorch themed channel. Carpador. Okay, so we got Charisma and Tigers. Is this one going to be Series 5, Nibs? I don't remember.
This is Series 5. I think first battle, which was mine, and Santacos, I think that was the only one that was actually Series 6 for tonight.
Okay. Well, it's definitely Series 5. I saw one of your favorite Pokemon on that team, Rillaboom.
Yes, I love Rillaboom. Rillaboom is very good. I don't care what Chase or chat says as well on Rillaboom.
I will never say that Rillaboom is not good. I would just like to say that Grassy Glide is a stupid, busted move.
It's definitely busted. I don't think it's stupid because I like to click it, and it's crazy that like the ability that they give the Gmax for Rillaboom, boosting it to 160, so all you have to run is Grassy Glide on it, and then you max it, and then it's just overpowered.
It's basically like Fishious Wren from Dracovish. It's just dumb moves. But let's look at these teams here. We got Magnezone, Rillaboom, Comfey, Incineroar, another Lapras. This is a Lapras heavy night.
Yeah, I love it.
Gudra coming from Charisma. And Tigers has Dusclops, Indeedee, Rhyperior, Togekiss, Torkoal, and Leafeon.
All right, I love to see the Leafeon. Very cool to see the chlorophyll Pokemon, especially with the Torkoal pairing.
I will
Awesome
say,
to watch.
I played a Leafeon on ladder earlier today, and I was like, oh, I'll just airstream this thing and it'll die, and it was like way tankier than I thought it was. So never underestimate unused Pokemon.
Yeah, I think it's got some pretty solid physical bulk, right?
I just have no idea. I don't know anything about Leafeon.
I think it's like grass type Umbreon.
I think it's more offensive than that. I think it has like a fairly decent attack stat. All right, so we see Indeedee from Dusclops coming out on Tiger side, and Goodra and Comfey coming out on Charisma. So this looks like a pretty standard follow me Trick Room turn from Tigers, and maybe something like a Draining Kiss triggering a weakness policy, getting some big damage off with a Goodra from Charisma.
Yeah,
Ooh,
pretty
Psychic
cool
Seed.
looking. I like the shiny Goodra a lot. It's very cool looking.
Goodra has a solid shiny. I like it a lot.
We saw a Focus Sash there. Who was that on?
I believe that'd be on the Comfey.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Brisk, super reliable, giving you that information right up front. Let's see, and so normally in turns like these, I personally kind of like to not max, kind of stall out the Trick Room, just like do chip damage and be annoying and like kind of force them to waste their own turns. But maybe Charisma has a way to stop the Trick Room right now. I'm just going with the Protect from the Comfey, pretty solid stuff. Indeedee, follow me. Trick Room probably gonna be pretty standard. Maybe something like a Dragon Pulse or oh god, Blizzard.
Blizzard coming out from the Goodra. That's kind of interesting to see. Maybe we'll get a turn 1 freeze here on the Dusclops, and we don't. It just gets the Trick Room off. So pretty cool setup there. Straight away with Tigers getting away with one there, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? If you have the option, might as well go for it. Nothing stops Trick Room quite like a freeze.
That's right, absolutely. Kind of cool here also from Charisma. We see the Safeguard on the Comfey.
Yeah, good for anything like an Amoonguss or something like that. Leafeon may get access to Sleep Powder, but I don't think it's a very commonly run move on it. Comfey's gonna go ahead and switch out, get Incineroar, and have it around for like some pivoting later to get some Intimidates. Undoubtedly that Rhyperior is in the back, and that's what Tiger wants to sweep with. And Dusclops is just going to go for a Nightshade, breaking the Focus Sash on what was the Comfey, and maybe an Expanding Force from Indeedee. Oh, Goodra's actually slower than Indeedee. That's interesting. Blizzard double connects, but no freezes again, and this Expanding Force probably isn't going to do a lot of damage. Incineroar is immune, and Goodra has. That actually does more than I thought, but still not a lot.
Yeah, kind of cool to see the weakness policy Goodra versus the Assault Vest. I know Assault Vest, Sap Sipper is pretty common as well.
Yeah, it's a really solid Charizard wall. Like you kind of just can't do. Goodra has like crazy high special defense, so it's Wolflossy apparently is not a fan of special Goodra. It seems wants the physical, get those attack boosts with the Sap Sipper.
Yeah, honestly, I like Special Goodra a lot. I think it probably does more than physical, at least in my mind, the way that I like to run it.
Looks like Tigers are just going to go for a hard swap into the Rhyperior. With the Incineroar on the field, it has, oh, dang it, a Darkest Lariat and KOing the Indeedee. This may be like the perfect turn, because Tigers is going to get the Dusclops back in, but may not even. Ooh, this Blizzard actually is probably going to do a lot. But luckily, there's no freeze, and the weakness policy gets triggered. So, Rhyperior is looking pretty scary right now. But there's only 2 turns of Trick Room left, I believe now, and I don't know. Like, it may be pretty easy to stall out. I don't know if Rhyperior is going to be able to like pick up the momentum in the time. Oh, and Torkoal's just going to come out. This may just be like a straight up Eruption Rock Slide.
Yeah, I don't see this Rhyperior maxing after taking that much damage, but I don't know what else Tigers would have there to max.
Yeah. Charisma did a really good job of kind of like pressuring the Rhyperior switch in by just going for Blizzard after Blizzard. That's a really scary thing to switch into.
Yeah, I can't believe that Blizzard did that much damage to the Rhyperior.
It's got really low special defense. Like, it's really tanky on the physical side, which is why often it feels like you're not doing enough damage, especially with Solid Rock, but on the special side, it's not really that much to go home about. Comfey's going to switch in, which means Tigers may get a double KO. Yeah, here comes the eruption. It's gonna take the company down to the sash. Actually, no, it's not. That's kind of surprising, to be honest. Rock Slide double connects, and this should just be a double KO with the weakens policy triggered. Yeah, they're both out of here. So, Tigers is really good position. Both of his sweepers are on the board. They're powered up. They're ready to go. But this is the last term of Trick Room, and Charisma can, just kind of double protect, or maybe even if he thinks that the Goodra can tank a hit, like protect the Magnezone and Dynamax the Goodra and like change the weather with something like a Geyser that will take out the Rhyperior if it doesn't max, and it'll weaken the Torkoal just being in the range. So very interesting to see what'll happen. I think that Tigers is really going to need to take care of that Goodra this turn.
Yeah, it looks like Charisma is thinking about getting off the max Wormwind into the Rhyperior. Actually changes it to the max Hail, which I think I like that a little bit more. It kind of covers everything a little better there, I think. Yeah, Geyser's a little weaker because of the sunlight, so maybe Charisma's worried about not getting the KO, but changing the weather is definitely very helpful against this Torkoal. Torkoal's actually just kind of maxed. We're gonna get a big turtle on screen, trying to keep the weather in its favor maybe, but I don't know if Rhyperior can KO a max Goodra with just a Rock Slide. Maybe a high horsepower, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that it will be enough, but I do think that this max flare from the Torkoal is about to do a whole lot to this Magnezone.
Yeah, Magnezone goes for protect. Yeah, that's definitely the play. You don't want to take an eruption. I don't think you can take it. Quake coming out from Torkoal.
4 times effective damage through a protect. Does about 40 to 45%, it looks like. Solid
damage through protect. Get special defense boosts are going to be real solid, although I don't think that's going to save this Rhyperior from a single target from the Goodra. And Rock Slide does good damage, but just not enough. This Hailstorm comes out and definitely picks up the KO on that Rhyperior.
Yeah, it's a very good turn there from both players. That Rock Slide did a lot of damage to that Goodra, so that's very good for Tigers, but also good for Charisma as he's going to knock that Rhyperior down, and I think Trick Room is now over, as we see.
Yeah, Trick Room's over. Honestly, the scariest thing on Trick Room teams for me is the weakness policy boosted Rhyperior. That thing is a menace. I played in Ragnar's Tor, and my Tyranitar got KO'd through Protect.
Oh my goodness.
I was -1 defense, I had some damage, and they were +1 attack. It was a very upsetting experience.
Wow.
Ragnar, if you're still here, thanks so much for hosting that tournament. It was a lot of fun to play in. But now you probably double the Dusclops. But do you think Torkoal attacks this turn, or do you think it just goes for a max guard?
It's probably smarter for Tigers to just go for max guard plus Trick Room. I think once the Trick Room is up again, there's no way Tigers can lose.
Yeah.
It has the eruption, and that probably just takes out both sides. But we are just going to see an ally switch here.
Oh, thank you, Firehawk, for the follow. Appreciate it. Ooh, it just ally switched into a Geyser. It eats it up. Is that Assault Vest Torkoal, or is that just from the Quake boost?
That did so little damage.
Yeah, Thunderbolt coming in, also not doing any form of damage. Quake coming out. This is definitely to finish off the Magnezone here. And it's I don't even need to look at it, that's gonna KO.
It's gonna be more than enough to get the knockout there.
You just know it in your soul. So what looked like a potentially not great ally switch that caused your Dynamax Pokemon to get hit by both attacks comes up really solid for Tigers. Like, Torkoal tanked both of those hits way better than I thought it would. And now Gudra can take any attack from this Torkoal. You can go for the KO on it, but once it gets to the Dusclops and Trick Room, it's in range of 2 Nightshades, and I don't think this Gudra has Protect, so all Tigers has to do is just get Trick Room up this turn, and he's set. Yeah, guys are gonna come out after those first 2 hit. I'm not entirely sure if this KOs. Jesus, it doesn't.
Yeah, not even close. Nightshade comes in, it's gonna bring it down to 63 HP, and then the Quake comes out from the Torkoal, likely gonna finish up this first game here. Oh, it's not.
Gudra is very, very specially bulky. Very, very specially bulky. And Torkoal's actually not that strong. Very interesting decision to not set up the Trick Room. Potentially, you feel very confident when you're facing a Gudra with only 7 hit points left and your +3 special defense. But man, crits and freezes and all sorts of hacks can go wrong at any moment, as we have witnessed from tonight. Blizzard missed the Dusclops, that's it, that's the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a Nightshade, most likely from the Dusclops to wrap things up, and it's going to be.
There it is.
Yeah, very fun first battle there.
Yeah, Rozzy saying in the chat, I definitely think that Torkoal's AV. I know it got the Quake boost, but man, it took nothing from those hits.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to see Assault Vest Torkoal take off a bit. I know it wasn't popular at all early on. Most people, I think, originally ran it with things like Charcoal or
Charcoal or Specs.
Yeah. Or even Focus Sash, I think.
I ran a Focus Sash Torkoal for a really long time.
Yeah.
It's really nice knowing that, okay, if you want to KO my Torkoal, you have to hit it twice, which means that you can't get both of my Pokemon this turn. And I had like Yawn and Eruption and Earth Power. I really like the set a lot.
If you run Sash, do you most likely run Heat Wave? I know you just said you run Eruption, but
I had
probably
Eruption and Heat Wave because Eruption's just like too powerful to pass up. I know a lot of support Torkoals like opted away from Eruption, especially when Burning Jealousy came out. But man, like when you're in Trick Room and you have that Torkoal in position, Eruption does so much damage.
Yeah, I know Yawn is super popular on Torkoal as well.
It's a really great move.
Probably most people, like 80% of the people, probably like I would expect to see a Yawn on Torkoal if it's going against me, not Assault Vest.
Yeah. Adam, a double freeze from Blizzard is the thing that I live in terror of at night. It like keeps me up, like thinking, oh god, what if it happens today? Togekiss and Leafeon coming out this time. Tiger's making some adjustment, but Charisma's just keeping it the same with the Gudra and Comfy lead. Maybe this time because I forget the name of Comfy's ability. I think it's called Trying or something like that. Whatever it does, it gives a +3 priority to healing moves, which means that Follow Me won't be able to redirect it, and Charisma can just trigger the weakness policy with nothing. Triage, thank you. Triage. So yeah, let's just see probably just like a little drain kiss, a little smooch, a little kiss there. And okay, Leafeon feels a little threatened, so it's gonna go ahead and switch out into Dusclops. And yeah, weakness policy, Focus Sash, nothing that Tigers didn't know already. Charisma going straight on the offense. I don't know if this was into Leafeon or Togekiss, but we will find out in a second.
Leafeon just switched out.
What was Leafeon?
Oh yeah.
Gudra getting real bulky. Even if Togekiss goes for like a Dazzling Gleam, it's gonna do nothing. Kiss, mwah. A little kiss there. I'm so tired, guys.
Hey, roller coaster. I think that this might be the right time to say it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he has a gun. So we're gonna see that crit come off from the Togekiss.
Yeah. Hailstorm coming out. I think this is just take. Oh, that was into the Dusclops. That's a solid play. Ooh, dang, that did a lot actually. It's a really, really solid play. It's what I personally like to do. I target away from I try to force the redirection. I'm like, okay, you either redirect this or I get a big hit off on. Like it guarantees damage, especially since some Togekiss like to run protect or stuff like that. Like you try to like punish them not going for the follow me. Dusclops takes a lot of damage, but Togekiss will be able to redirect, and Tiger should be able to set up a Trick Room.
Yeah, so Floral Healing coming off from Charisma's Comfey into the Goodra, going to give it back some HP. We are going to see a Follow Me. It's not going to do anything this time around because the Max Hailstorm was already targeting down that Togekiss. So this Togekiss likely just going to go down.
There it goes.
More than likely to see a Trick Room just get set up here from Tiger's side of the field.
If that Rhyperior is in the back, this could be pretty rough, but I imagine that if you brought the Leafeon, your
That's thanks for follow.
Oh, thank you. I imagine that you brought the Torkoal to set the sun and get that Chlorophyll speed boost, which Torkoal, despite apparently this being an Assault Vest Torkoal, I don't think it's too threatening to that Goodra.
Yeah, I do think that Torkoal being there instead of the Rhyperior makes a massive difference, especially because Tiger's just set up the Trick Room, and he has a Chlorophyll Pokemon in the back, so that kind of things are a little iffy there for Tigers.
Yeah, you got some like awkward. It's like the awkward speed sandwich of like you have both the slowest and fastest mon on the field, and you're like, I don't know if I want Trick Room up or down. I don't know what's going on anymore. Which is actually kind of like one of the big crux of the Sun teams that make them so threatening, because like when I was playing like Lapras, something that was always super difficult to deal with, I was like, okay, well, I could set Trick Room and then I'm faster than the Venusaur, but I'm slower than the Torkoal, and Torkoal's still doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, so we're going to see a Dynamax here, more than likely coming from that Torkoal once again. Probably not the Dusclops if I were to guess, although we would all love to see it, I'm sure.
I love me a good Max Dusclops. It's never the play, but it's always funny.
That's right. So we are going to just see another Max Quake coming from that Torkoal. Targeting down the Comfey this time, just going to clear it off the field and give Tiger's side of the field that special defense boost.
Adam is suggesting a middle room where the second speed Pokemon goes first. An average room, if you will.
An average room, I love it.
Okay, guys are coming out, but into the Dusclops this time, but yeah, because of the special defense boost onto the Dusclops, it's not doing a lot. But the good thing is that this Geyser has powered down the Torkoal. And you know something funny I just thought of? The Leafeon actually can't really damage the Goodra because of Sap Sipper. Like the grass moves don't affect it. I didn't even think about it.
No wonder. It still gets like knockoff and.
Yeah, it has other coverage moves, but ideally you want to be spamming that Leaf Blade button.
Yeah.
And you can't do that with this Goodra on the field. So I imagine that Goodra is going to be the target this turn. Just try to clear way for your Leafeon to sweep in the end.
Yeah.
I imagine the Dusclops is just going to try and be as annoying as possible. Yep, going for stuff like Ally Rich.
That's not annoying at all.
Yep, this is probably going to be Overgrowth. Nice.
Wow.
Based on Solar Beam. Torkoal isn't very strong though. Yeah, that doesn't get the KO. I didn't think that it would. Oh, but it sets the grassy terrain later for Leafeon. It's in the back.
Could potentially have Grassy Glide at that point then as well, and Lapras just going for one of my favorite moves, the Perish Song.
That's a sick play.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. We're gonna see a Hydro Pump this time, targeting down the Dusclops, which was originally the Torkoal. Gonna be enough to take it out. That crit does not do a whole lot, but we have been seeing a lot of crits here tonight, so that is something to note.
Crit City tonight, Nibs.
I like seeing all the crits. It adds a lot of excitement.
Adam is asking the big question: does Leafeon get Grassy Glide, which could be huge?
I feel like it does. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up in Showdown.
We may find out in the next few seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah,
let's have access to it. Yeah.
Okay, so this could very well be a Grassy Glide into the Leafeon, or into the Lapras, and then ooh, okay, Incineroar's in the back. So okay, this is really good. So as long as the only thing that Charisma needs to take care of is the Leafeon, because the Parasong counter is already on the Torkoal, and that can't be stopped. Like, it's gonna go down in 3 turns, and honestly, like, Torkoal's damage output isn't really great. It's basically a really, really big support mon for that Leafeon.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. So the Intimidate is going to get off, dropping that Leafeon's attack stat down, which is good for Charisma.
Apparently Double gets Grassy Glide. Someone call Professor Ragna. He needs to know this information.
Yeah.
Quake not doing a lot of damage into that Goodra. That special defense is really bulky. This Leafeon is gonna need a crit if it's was that a crit? No, that wasn't a crit.
No, that was just a lot of damage.
Ooh,
wow.
Sword Stance!
Oh my goodness, that's pretty big. Amy, thanks for gifting the sub to Santacos.
Ooh, we're getting gift subs now?
Yes. All right, and that Parish drops to 2 turns left.
So that means that Goodra can stay on the field for another turn if it wants to. I imagine that Adam didn't really prioritize the Sun because everything already outspeeds on their team. If this Leafeon has something like, it might just go for another Sword Stance. You may try to like dodge a Blizzard, and you know that Flare Blitz is going to do way less in the rain. Leafeon's actually just going to go for a Protect, want to stay safe. I don't know if Trick Room's still up. It could be, oh, it's trying to avoid the Fake Out. I forget about that sometimes. Torkoal going to go for Earth Power into the Goodra, chipping away at it one by one, and Draco Meteor's going to come out.
Every little bit of damage there matters, so.
Especially, yeah, because so if Leafeon, I think Leafeon's only ground type move that it gets is Dig, which is actually not terrible if you get it off. But I don't know if it gets any fighting type moves. I really don't think it gets any rock type moves. It'll be really interesting to see if this Leafeon can pull things back. It's +1 right now. Leaf Blade gonna come out, maybe just going for some crits. That did way more than I thought it would.
Yeah, no crit there either.
Draco Meteor. This is a +2. I don't know if Leafeon can tank it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gone.
You know, I was kind of surprised Charisma left the Goodra in there to the Parish counter's going to end after this turn, but seeing that Leafeon go down makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah. I don't think Leafeon's the bulkiest of Pokemon, but yeah, now even if we lived in a world where Torkoal can 1v3 in the rain, it's not going to be this one because the Parasong counter is going to end this turn. Earth Power coming up, yeah, just getting a little bit of chip. Torkoal, buddy, we believe in you, but it's not in your hands right now. There are bigger things at work right now.
Yep. And that Lapras going up to 57 HP, gonna be the last Pokemon left on the field after this turn.
And you know what that means, Nibs?
That means we're going to our potentially 8th straight Game 3 on stream here, ATX VGC, Monday Night Friendlies. Very interesting. That's pretty impressive if you ask me, and honestly, we don't know that it's not more than that.
I personally hate Game 3. The only time I want a Game 3 is if I lost the first game, but like anytime I lose Game 2, I'm always like having a mild panic attacks. I'm like, oh god, please, I can't do this. But looks like I think that Tigers wanted to bring and use the Leafeon, but it looks like Charisma has a lot of
answers for
anti-Leafeon Pokemon on his team. So you know what? Charisma counter-teamed for Leafeon.
Yep, it was expected. Charisma knew what was coming. Leafeon, big threat. He must have been looking back from it like 3 or 4 months ago when
Wolf got it to number 1.
I think it was longer than that, wasn't it? That was like February.
It was in Series 2.
That was like
at the time when Sajin was trying to get the Centiskorch team to number 1, and he peaked at number 2 because they played each other.
Remember when Public was real?
Oh, yeah. What? Weird. What a time.
That's probably why Public went away.
Because Leafeon made
became #1 on the ladder. Hi to everybody.
Yeah. Tiger's actually just leading with Rhyperior and Dusclops.
Roller goes to yawning once again.
Yes, that a very important part of the commentary.
All right.
And I don't think that Tigers could have picked a worse time to lead lead with the Rhyperior, because that thing just got intimidated and is staring down a Lapras. So yeah, obviously suboptimal at the moment. Charisma's probably just gonna want to switch that Incineroar out of there, maybe go for a U-turn or a parting shot. I think that one's assault vested too. Rhyperior going for a protect. Best case scenario, Lapras goes for Resonance or a Geyser.
Wow.
Perish Song. Okay, jeez. Oh, hey!
VGC, just
I got gifted as the sub to my own channel. Thank you, Gemma. It would have been bad if I wasn't subscribed to you, right?
That's true.
Okay, give me a second. Gotta close some windows here. Well, that Rhyperior's not gonna Dynamax this next turn. It's gonna switch out. Goodra coming back out. Trick Room going up.
Wow. Okay.
So things are gonna get kind of weird now. I'm not entirely sure because Rhyperior has to switch out right now. Presumably it's into the Torkoal. I imagine that the three that were brought were Dusclops, Rhyperior, Torkoal, and Leafeon. Yeah, here comes the Torkoal. It's assault vested. I don't know if Tigers wants to max again, but so like it's awkward because like you have to switch in the Torkoal and now you have to switch the Dusclops back out at some point. Lapras is going to switch out to avoid its own Perish Song.
Yeah.
Incineroar is going to come back in.
I wouldn't be surprised to see an ally switch come from the Dusclops here.
I also would not be surprised. And potentially Charisma read into that. Yeah, Goodra's going to go ahead and max. If you can get like a big Geyser off onto this Torkoal, you could really discourage it from Dynamaxing and put yourself in a very, very good position.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimma didn't mean to gift the sub to me. Well, guess what? I have it now. Dusclops actually deciding to stay in for another turn. No, and just going for some Nightshade chip. Getting a max Wormwind. Something to note, I'm sure the Charisma figured this out a while ago. This Dusclops does not have Pain Split, so it has no form of recovery, which means that if Charisma can just chip it down enough, he doesn't have to worry about Trick Room for the rest of the set.
Yeah, that's pretty smart there. That's actually something I haven't noticed yet, that we haven't seen Pain Split. That's not too common of a thing where you see Pain Split not on, because most Dusclops you want to be as annoying as possible, where they're gonna double target the Dusclops but not quite kill it, and then you can just Pain Split the most healthy Pokemon.
Yeah, Pain Split is a super great move on Dusclops, especially behind screens. Oh, it's gross, but and I personally have never been really great at using what is ally switch with Dusclops. I always just whiff it. Like I always mess it up. Torkoal's gonna decide to Dynamax, maybe get those Quake boosts, get some special defense to Rhyperior. Charisma went for another. Well, actually, this is kind of. I think I like this play because so you Quake into Incineroar. I don't know if this KOs. Yeah, Charisma's Incineroar is also assault vested, but so like you're basically saying either you trigger my weakness policy, or the weather stays the same. Because if you targeted the Dusclops spot, right. which I actually like that play a lot. That's kind of cool. Comfy coming in, you know what that means. You know what's coming. Just a little smooch.
A little kiss. A little kiss on.
A little kiss for that Goodra.
Goodra's getting kissed on the cheek here. Gonna boost that special attack.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wormwind coming out. That's really smart there. Gonna drop the Rhyperior.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say like
Unintentional, but smart.
although that the weather stays in the like in like a good position for tigers, you don't want to take that much damage on Rhyperior, and you definitely don't want to take the -1 attack. And now Incineroar could come back in, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think
now
we're just gonna see a little smooch on the cheek here.
little kiss. Can we make that a channel reward, Jim? Like a little smooch, a little kiss.
That's right.
My idea has been immediately shot down.
Did she just say, yeah, okay, no.
I figured out a way to display
We can make a
game
poll.
match and look at chat, so we'll take a
Yeah.
poll. Yeah. Let Jimin know you want some smooches as channel
Oh,
rewards.
there's a little crit action there coming
A
from
little
the
crit?
little smooch. It was a big, that was a wet kiss.
Yeah.
A wet kiss.
That's what the crits ones are. Crit kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Good one. Oh, no smooches pandemic. That is true. High horsepower, not doing enough. Hailstorm. Goodbye, Rhyperior.
Yes, no more Rhyperior on the field through the hail. There's also no sun left on the field, which is good for Goodra because that allows the Blizzard to land every single time once it loses its Dynamax after this
Yeah.
turn.
Or you could even hit the Torkoal harder with Max Geyser and switch it to Rain to make it even weaker. Although I think this is the last turn of Charisma's Dynamax, but yeah, 100% accurate Blizzard's gonna be really great, especially if that Leafeon is in the back. The way that Tiger's led and has been playing, I imagine that it is.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree. We should definitely get one of those kiss emotes, or at least an oh my god he has a gun emote.
I'm not entirely sure how appropriate that one will be, but I'm on board regardless.
It should be like the POW thing.
Oh yeah,
around, and then there's a gun in the middle of it, and then it's like a oh my god over top of the gun.
So this is the last turn of Trick Room. Dusclops does not have any recovery. You can floral healing the Goodra, get it back to full health. I don't know if you want to start dropping Dracos just yet, because you want to keep that +2 special attack. But like, I mean, Blizzard's not going to be fun.
Yeah, gonna just get some heals up here with the floral healing into the Goodra, bringing it almost back up to full health. Max Flare coming from the Torkoal into the Comfey, likely gonna not quite take it out.
Okay, you've stopped the 100% accurate Blizzard. That's solid. Nightshade into the Goodra. That may have just been like expecting the Comfey to get KO'd. Blizzard double connects anyway, regardless. But because Sun is up, no freezes.
Yeah, we never saw a Blizzard freeze one time in this set.
Hey,
I'm okay with that, but I'm surprised, and I mean, you know, I like to see the fun stuff happen.
who doesn't love to see some hack, especially when you're not in the game?
Yeah. When we were commentating, I'm like, oh yeah.
Let's get those freezes.
The freeze. The 10% freeze. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but when it's me, I'm like, oh god, please
Come
not
on,
today.
every time.
Okay, Floral Healing gonna come out again. Keep that Goodra nice and healthy. Maybe go for whatever the most accurate move you have to ensure that, yeah, there's the Draco. Oh, actually onto the Torkoal. I actually don't know if this is gonna KO.
Oh,
No, just misses it by a little bit. Okay, yeah, not setting up Trick Room. I think that's because the Leafeon's in the back, but I think that Tigers really needs to get rid of this Goodra if he wants the Leafeon to go to work anywhere. Let's see. I just totally spaced out, but yeah, with Torkoal basically gone, Dusclops not having any recovery, Incineroar just out of Nightshade range. I don't know. Let's see, how much health does Dusclops have? Oh yeah, no. I'm not feeling it right now.
There's likely going to be an ally switch here. I'm predicting an ally switch in Tiger's future.
Yeah, the ally switch but that doesn't really kind of get you anything. Like, I mean, you have to be like, okay, I think that you want to KO my Dustclops, but I want to keep my Dustclops more. Yeah,
There
you're
it
right.
is.
Yeah, which honestly, like, I don't know if Charisma read it and was trying to get rid of the Torkoal, or just wanted to get rid of the Dustclops and was going for it. But yeah, either way, Torkoal's out this turn. Dustclops is still super low. Leafeon can come back in now, I think, and it's going to be facing down a Freeze Dry and a Flare Blitz. Well, actually, no, it doesn't have to worry about the Labrador.
Yeah, it's going to be super fast because of the sun. So it's definitely going to outspeed. I think it outspeeds both of these anyway. It definitely outspeeds Incineroar.
Yeah, these are like super fast. But yeah, Flare Blitz and Freeze Dry both into the Leafeon seem really solid.
Switching to Goodra. I like that.
A Sap Sipper, maybe
Yeah,
it's
Sap Sipper.
bait it. Yeah, but Flare Blitz into the Leafeon as long as, well, yeah, I think its only move is Dig.
Solar Blade.
Solar Blade
Absorbs the light.
Cool.
Gonna target. Oh.
Yeah, and then
Sap
there's
Sipper,
the
yeah.
Sap Sipper, which means Incineroar is gonna Flare Blitz. In the sun, this should get the Leafeon easy, no problem.
Yeah.
There it goes, and Dustclops is just too low.
That was a big read there from Charisma. Gonna bring the Incineroar down to 10 HP. Nightshade coming out. Gonna
Yeah,
target
Nightshade
down that
came out.
Incineroar and take it out.
But yeah, this looks like it's just set. But GG's to both Charisma and Tigers. I think just Leafeon couldn't cut it.
Yeah. Yeah, especially once it wanted to target down that Lapras. If it can't attack, it just can't do anything, and it just sits there and gets Flare Blitzed.
Yeah. Goodra, yeah, just go for your 100% accurate move. Dustclops can't do anything. With that low, and especially no recovery on it, it can't 1v3. If it was a Pain Split Dustclops, maybe, but no. Goodbye, Dustclops. You will be fondly remembered. And ally switch away into the blank space. But man, GG's to Tiger and Charisma. Good teams, good sets, good games all around tonight. Good discussions about catch-up and smooches.
Listening to Mustard too. That's my favorite soundtrack. Or it was at least, who was that? Rozzie's favorite soundtrack?
That's my favorite soundtrack.
Your
But I think Rozzie said Mustard. I said Mustard too. Oh, Charisma! Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it, man. Ooh, fireworks.
I love the fireworks.
Hey, you like that video? We think you should check this out, and YouTube thinks you should check this one out. Be sure to subscribe for more content.